Mike Tyson is one of the most gifted boxers in history, and perhaps the most talented heavyweight.
I want to fight, and destruct the world because I'm the best fighter in the world. Thank you very much, Larry.
Thank you.
The potential of the Iron Mike was so great that he could dominate the ring for many years. But despite all of his brutality and the aggressiveness he displayed, he was a person who needed very delicate psychological support. When Cus D'Amato and later Kevin Rooney were beside him, Mike was a real machine of knockouts.
That's it. See, ain't no way he's going to hit you then, right? And remember, it's always good to throw the punch where you could hit him and he can't hit you. That's what the science of boxing is all about. Move your head. Keep the head down when you come up with the H. Keep your head down. Yeah, I mean, it's not coming up, but it's starting to come up. You can make it perfect. It's good, but it's not perfect.
I don't trust anybody in general. I don't like people to know me at all. And I just recently trust him because the same much I trust him, I guess he trusts me. And he trusts me a lot. So, but no one really knows Mike Tyson. Nobody's really friendly with Mike Tyson.
Why?
Except Cus D'Amato.
Hector Mercedes. We're in the Plaza Convention Center, Albany, and this is not going to take too long. We're in round one. Mercedes already in trouble. He is going down. Is he? These big swinging hooks to the body. Impressive professional debut from the man who so nearly went to the Olympics in Los Angeles. We're in round one. Well, we didn't get much of it early in the fourth. Can Tyson finish this? I think so. The eyes of the giveaway. Oh, the legs have gone. This is all out.
Alderson down in this round. They survive as he goes down again at the bell.
23-pound weight advantage, and he put it all there.
Right here, he is picking his shots well.
The Mike Tyson of that period is the Tyson that we know and love. His professional career started in March 1985. By the end of the year, Tyson had fought 15 times and won each of them by KO or TKO. Back then, it was already obvious that in the near future, fans would be able to witness something special.
He's breathing and knows it.
Tyson opens up again. A barrage of blood, and Hosea goes down. The ref.
Sharp right uppercut to the body by Tyson again.
Uppercut, and Robinson hurt. He's going to go down. No Cortez moves in to have a look. And he's going to stop the fight. It did not last.
20 months after his debut, Mike Tyson stepped into the ring against champion Trevor Berbick. The WBC title was at stake. About 8,800 people came to see this truly historic battle, called Doomsday by advertisers, including movie stars and numerous celebrities. At age 20, Mike Tyson, because of his victory, became the youngest world champion in boxing history and exceeded Floyd Patterson's record. Only few people know, but one backstage conflict happened that evening. The famous Berbick coach, Angelo Dundee, knowing that Tyson would come out in his traditional black shorts, brought Berbick to the ring in black shorts. According to the rules of the Nevada Athletic Commission, the challenger had to choose a different color. But this psychological attack was useless. Tyson's team paid a fine of $5,000 and Mike came out in his traditional shorts. Tyson defeated him in 2 rounds and became the world champion. It was not a fight. It was an extermination. 3 times the champion fell to the floor after only 1 hit. Thus began a new era in world boxing, the era of Iron Mike Tyson.
I was coming to destroy and win the heavyweight championship of the world, which I done. And I'd like to dedicate my fight to my great guardian, Cus D'Amato. And I'm sure he's up there and he's looking and he's talking to all the great fighters and saying his boy did it.
He's smiling, that's right.
Don King immediately organized a fight with James Smith for the next WBA belt. Despite the fact that Smith lost his first fight in the professional ring by a technical knockout, He was destined to take his own in the future. He defeated famous Englishman Frank Bruno and knocked out former WBA world champion Mike Weaver. But the climax of his boxing achievements was December 12, 1986, when he defeated Tim Witherspoon and won the championship belt, sending his opponent to the floor 3 times in the first round.
Witherspoon's still in trouble. Down he goes again, and now it's over.
Now Smith was waiting for a much more serious test. Iron Mike Tyson.
Handling me and weakening me, it didn't, because I believe deep inside I'm the best fighter in the world, and when I'm right, no man could beat me.
I got an opportunity to find out if the media made Mike Tyson or not. He's a good fighter. I'm taking anything away from him, but I got a chance to prove that hard work and the struggle is the best way to go.
In May 1987, they had a duel, which Mike defeated James Smith by decision of the judges. According to the results of the battle, Mike Tyson delivered 317 hits, of which 191 hit their target, accuracy of 60%. Smith's results were 223 hits, 51 on target, accuracy of only 23%. It was the 28th consecutive victory for Mike Tyson, a victory after which he could already show off 2 championship belts. Mike Tyson versus Pinkland Thomas. The battle took place on May 31, 1987. At this point, Mike was the owner of the WBA and WBC belts. Thomas approached this match with a good track record of a series of 3 victories in a row and was considered a serious test for the 20-year-old Tyson. And at the beginning of the match, it seemed so. Thomas managed to cope with the pressure of Iron Mike for 5 rounds. However, in the 6th 3-minute period, Tyson carried out a series of powerful uppercuts and hooks from both hands, some of which landed right on his opponent's jaw. Thomas stumbled, and then after another left hook, crumpled him to the canvas. He did not have time to get up before the end of the count, and the referee stopped the match. It's worth saying that before this fight with Mike Tyson, Thomas had never been knocked down.
The corner cannot stop a championship.
The next opponent was Tony Tucker, the IBF title holder. Since the beginning of his career in 1980 and over the next 7 years, Tony Tucker had not known defeat. In April 1987, IBF world champion Michael Spinks refused to defend his title against him and chose instead to fight Jerry Cooney for a higher fee. Tony Tucker had to meet James Buster Douglas in the fight for the vacant IBF title.
To go. Tucker presses him. Looks like he's a punch away. You need more than one.
And after 64 days, he was obliged to enter the ring against Mike Tyson in the final part of the tournament for the title of Absolute World Champion. The bookmakers' bets in this fight were 10-1 in favor of Mike Tyson.
Let's get it on. Come on. Right hand, but he took a right from Tyson. And another big right by Mike Tyson. And particularly for Tucker. The great left hand at the bell by Tyson. Ray, I hearken back to your fight with Marvin Hagler, where after the... And there was a big... And he took another rumor about Tyson's, or rather Tucker's right hand, that he had injured his right hand.
The fight went the whole distance, and only for the 3rd time in his professional career, Tyson had to give the judges the right to decide the outcome of the battle. The judges were unanimous in their decision to give the victory to Mike Tyson.
For the winner by unanimous decision, and undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Having lost his fight, Tony Tucker became the shortest-lived champion in history. At the age of 21, in his 31st fight, Mike Tyson becomes the undisputed world boxing champion. The last time this record had been broken was in 1979, when Leon Spinks triumphed over Muhammad Ali. Judging by the interview after the fight, Mike himself was not very pleased that he was unable to bring down his opponent ahead of schedule.
heavyweight champion. Are you happy with the way you fought tonight?
Not really, because I was trying my best to punch inside, but it just wasn't together today, and he was very intimidating. It was very tough.
Was he a better fighter than you thought?
It was very hard to tell because he did a great deal of holding. He threw very fast punches. It was true.
And he really rocked you in the first round.
Yes, he did. He was a very hard puncher.
After Mike Tyson combined all 3 heavyweight belts, there arose a challenge to decide who the real champion was. First in line was Michael Spinks, who held the Ring Magazine title. The fight attracted great public interest and was called by promoters once and for all. The winner would leave the ring absolute and unconditional champion. In the summer of 1988, the long-awaited match took place and lasted only 1 round. Mike knocked out his opponent in the first round.
Totally discombobulate a man who's
Tyson along the ropes doing damage.
Let's keep moving. It's the first time Michael Spinks has ever been down in a professional fight.
And he's down again and in serious trouble. A right hand.
After this devastating defeat, Michael Spinks hung up the gloves and never entered the ring again. For this fight, Mike Tyson received the enormous sum, for those times, of $22 million. At that time, it was the biggest fee in boxing history, and Mike was not even 22 years old. The battle took place 3 days before his birthday. According to the general opinion of boxing analysts, the fight with Spinks became the crown jewel of Mike Tyson's career. This wasn't just a fight, this was a total demolition. That evening showed that he could stand up to any legendary champion.
I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Tyson has a very special place in the history of boxing. He was a champion for 3 years and 3 months. But during that short period, he caught the attention of fans and the general public, even those who weren't interested in boxing at all. Why? Because people love knockouts, and Tyson had plenty of them in his professional record. But Tyson also had something bigger. Everyone was talking about Tyson's aura. It was really something powerful, frightening, but at the same time surprisingly attractive. People liked to observe these expressions of his aggression. Mike was an inexhaustible source of this pure and natural aggression, and the most amazing thing was that no one was disappointed if the battle ended quickly. Another important fact is that Iron Mike is the last super heavyweight in history who headlined the pound-for-pound ranking, and we